We're not sugarcoating the game for you. This is how it's played.
Yeah, man.
This is it. It's gameplay. Sometimes you die, sometimes you don't.
This isn't a speed run. We're in it for the long haul.
I would love to do like a speedrun-esque type of thing, though.
I could do that on certain things.
Yeah, I could speedrun masturbation because I last only like 18 seconds.
Well, I'm only a nerd in only so many areas. You know, it's like...
Yeah, like Harry Potter.
No,
I'm not a big... I'm not.
Never seen any of the Harry Potters.
They're awesome. I gotta watch some.
You're awesome.
I gotta show him some Harry Potter.
Here's your trophy for not doing shit.
Here's your trophy for not giving a fuck about a great movie series.
I really did. Yeah, I haven't read the book.
It's great. The first two are great, and after that, it's still great. It's but it's just, I guess it was a product of its time as well.
You know they're rebooting it. So
why don't they reboot things that don't exist?
Yeah,
let's reboot nothing.
Here's an idea. Let's make something new.
Yeah, why does everything have to be remade and remastered and redone and redid
and reloaded?
Yeah, a Spider-Man 4 with Tobey Maguire in it, doesn't line up with their universe that they're trying to create. They're trying to create a universe with these new characters in it. So I think that if they're like, well, people do want to see that, but it's almost like a waste of time for us to do something like that because it's just not going to go anywhere.
Well, since the newest third Spider-Man, now that Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield are in they're definitely going to be in Secret Wars. There will be another one with them in it again. Secret Wars.
I hope, but at the very least, I hope that.
No, it's definitely happening. Secret Wars. Everybody from everywhere is going to be in it that have ever worked with Marvel or any of that, and then it's going to be a soft reboot so they can get those people done, contracted out, no more, and then we have new. Miles Morales might be the new Spider-Man after Secret Wars. We don't know.
Yeah, I'm just hoping that they have a new Spider-Man movie. That's kind of what I was trying to get at.
Next year, July.
No, I'm saying Tobey Maguire.
Oh,
Yeah, because that's all I want to see. I want to see Mysterio. I want to see the Lizard.
Well, Mysterio was in...
I know, but I want to see the Sam Raimi,
right.
that trilogy or quadrilogy, if that's a
quadrilogy, yeah.
Is that a thing?
Alien quadrilogy, yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I just kind of... All right. Yeah, I want to see a quadrilogy of that in universe with that type of, whatever you want to call it. This commentary is like going haywire now.
Haywire.
Let's talk about.
What do you want to talk about?
Let's talk about the pyramids for a second here.
Okay.
The Great Pyramids of Giza, right?
I want to go to Egypt.
I want to go see them for myself.
My buddy Tom went to Egypt a few years ago, probably a few years before the pandemic.
Oh, cool.
I'd love to go. I'd love to go to see what's going on.
I'd love to, but
because I don't think we've seen these pictures, whatever. I don't think when we get there, the size
is gonna be like what you imagined it.
Yeah, like the actual, like the wow,
right?
The depth and
just the pure like that's the thing I want to say. The idea of them making it by hand with limited technology, but.
No,
this is like such a common thing in my head where it's like, why and how? Why did they build the pyramids and how? Like, what were they for? I mean, I can't imagine they were building that just to say, you know what, let's just fucking build something big.
All the tunnels, Graham Hancock has gone through there and done the whole, there's something more to it.
Yeah.
There's something more.
The fact that they line up like perfectly with the equator and they line up with the Orion, the belt, and the speed of light, the placement of them. And people are like, well, it doesn't line up perfectly. Well, the planet has shifted since then, so maybe back then it did line up. And the fact that the pyramids used to be all shiny, and it had the gold cap on it, and they were actually polished. It's just like I would love to have seen what it looked like back then. And you think it would be such a common, this is how they built it. It was easy because we have so much technology and we have the ability to recreate these things. You think we would be like, oh, yeah, no duh, this is how they built it. But again, it's like, why is this still a question? And why is this still unconfirmed? Maybe it's because there's so many ways they could have built it, I guess. But to me, it just seems like we don't know. And the fact that we don't know
is a problem.
Is a huge issue. And also, it speaks volumes of what we think we know about the world and our past.
And we need to. We should as a human race want to know where and when. I wanted to do that.
And
where we came from and how we did this. And I just.
Yeah.
The truth.
I guess it comes back to all that, like, people in power are going to, release what they want to release. And it's all going to get released in time. I think they might be afraid that people can't handle the truth, or maybe it just has to do with, well, we can keep them down for even longer and continue to make money and stay in power and stay on top.
Well, the Pfizer records won't be out for another 70 years. We'll be dead. So
and by that time, people won't even have cared anymore.
How convenient.
If we found the black box to September 11 in 10 more years, and we found out what was really going on, I feel like people won't really have cared anymore because they won't have a personal connection to it as much. I feel like these things happen, and in the moment, something might happen if we find out that we were lied to. But if we find out years later that we were lied to, well, who cares? It's just a whole MK Ultra situation.
Yeah, I mean, what okay, well, the government gave us acid, and then they made it illegal.
Right.
It's just...
There should be, why is it so frowned upon to take things that expand your mind? If the government really cares about population control and these things are dangerous, you would think that they would allow you to have them. But at the same time, they're giving out these drugs that are made in labs that are killing people consistently. So isn't that your population control right there? Isn't all this stuff that's what I'm saying. So maybe these drugs that they say, like psilocybin and all that, is actually beneficial for you, and they don't want you to expand your mind.
Maybe Britney Spears wasn't on meth. Maybe she was just on fucking Adderall.
Yeah.
It's the same thing.
Right. I mean, what's the difference anymore, really? A drug is a drug. And so,
there's a lot
kids, if you have ibuprofen, you might as well take fucking acid. Do it.
Yeah, I mean, do it. Draw something.
Yeah, and speak to the fucking fourth dimension gods, because I want to know what I'm too scared to do it, but you do it for me.
I think the DMT is the dimension gods.
Nah. But I'm too afraid to do stuff like that because my mental state right now is just not where I feel like I'd be comfortable. I don't want to see shit that I'm not prepared for yet. I want to be in a state where I'm like, all right, you know what? I'm ready to see some crazy mind, change my whole perspective of life type of things.
Yeah.
But right now, I kind of enjoy the reality that I exist in.
I like mushrooms for that, or did, when I used to do mushrooms.
Yeah.
I like, taking a lot of mushrooms, you can definitely get some visuals.
Yeah, you can kind of...
You can go someplace that you didn't think existed.
They're therapeutic.
But it exists, we just don't see it when we're just...
I mean, who's to say what we see now exists? We just see it and perceive it. So, think about your dreams. You are asleep for half of your life, and your dreams happen almost every single night. Who's to say that reality is more real than the reality we experience when we are awake?
Right.
So reality is just a word that we put on things that we see every day. But to me, if we're seeing things and quote unquote hallucinating things, who's to say that's not part of reality? Because the reality is you saw it and it happened and it's real.
Yeah, well, people see things on TV and believe that shit too.
Yeah, I mean, reality shows. Think about how fucked up that is. A fake show designed to make you think that it's real is called reality shows.
Oh, I like her.
Yeah, guys, we hope you're enjoying so far. There's going to be plenty more videos to come, and plenty more stupid conversations to be had.
Yeah, throw some topics in there.
Yeah, and some days we might be talking about, music. Some days we might be talking about conspiracies. Some days we might be talking about just gaming and having fun. And just let us know. Let us know what you want to see. Let us know what you care about.
Speaking of the devil.
Speak of him. If God is real, that automatically means basically you have to believe in the devil, right? Because there is no God without the devil, right?
The devil is...
What's the point of God if there's nothing to fear?
God and the devil are inside of us all.
Well,
there's a good part of us, and there's a part that says, yeah, hit that snooze button. Yeah, have that Snickers bar.
It's that little voice inside that says, fuck you to the ones you hate.
Order your McDonald's. Don't go get it.
Thanks, devil. If you guys believe in the devil, please subscribe, and we'll see you later.